Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Police Stories. This game is developed by Mighty Morgan and published by Hype Train Digital and released on July 9th for a price of $14.99, and it's currently on sale where you can save a couple bucks and pick it up for $12.74. So what is Police Stories? It's a local co-op slash single player kind of police enforcement breaching style game where you're going to play through 18 distinct missions where you and either a co-op buddy or an AI assisted buddy that you can give commands and directives to will go through and do a wide variety of missions as you go through this extensive story of kind of drug gangster, bad guy mafia fueled missions, trying to go through the game and be a good police officer and not you know have bad performances. When you're playing the game, it's going to be pretty simple when you first start out. You're going to have just a handful of gear and gadgets, and while you're playing, I'm going to skip the story dialogue here just so you guys know because I don't want to ruin anything for those that care. But while you're playing, you're just going to kind of be moving through areas as fast as you can, using your analog sticks and buttons to control various gear and interact with the area and try to complete all the mission parameters, which is basically get through the entire level and either apprehend or eliminate all the bad guys in the game. Now, you're going to encounter some issues in the game where you're going to have guys who, are going to be deadly and cause you to have to use deadly force. And then you're going to get some civilians and people that are going to surrender and, kind of give up. And when you encounter those people that aren't going to, give up or force you to use deadly force, you're going to have to make the decisions. Are you going to try to use the tools that you have at your ability to knock out and secure an area, or are you going to kind of see past those obstacles that are in front of you and really try to hold out and protect yourself and stay a good guy? Sometimes you're going to have to make judgment calls that honestly are going to feel really real and have to sacrifice maybe the lives or jeopardy of a mission that you're working on, or you're going to have to really, be aggressive. It's completely up to you. So it's kind of a good cop, bad cop mentality while controlling an AI character if you're by yourself that can either sometimes be a hindrance or help you out. One thing that I do like, and for the most part, what I've used my AI little buddy for is triggering up abilities to kind of use flashbangs and sensor grenades, but for the most part, they're pretty stupid. I would like to have seen maybe a little more of a user-friendly AI guy than somebody who'll just become a meat shield in front of a door and let himself kind of just get shot at a bunch. And for the most part, he just gets in your way or does things in a very stupid manner, such as if you can see here, I want to breach through this room. I'm going to tell him to go through. He's probably going to just shove me out of the way, expose me to where I more have a better opportunity to die. And honestly, it's just kind of awkward. So for the most part of the game, I just play without him. I don't even really care that he's in my game because I kind of just feel hindered more than successful when you're playing the game. And then at the end of every mission that you play, you're going to kind of get this very brutal rating system where if you think you did good, you're going to get knocked down with so many points, and a grade system that's going to be quite rough to come back through and really compete with. To get perfect ratings, you kind of have to do everything as fast as possible, not screw anything up, and be a good cop. And that's really hard to do when you have to make split-second decisions. Now, I completely understand that because in a real cop world, you're going to be making these split-second decisions and not have a lot of time to react. Some of the funnest missions that I have enjoyed is these missions where you have to go and defuse bombs. As you can see here on screen, I only have 4 minutes to find a bomb that randomly spawns somewhere throughout the map. Now, one of the things that I think is extremely awesome about the game is every map that you're going to play as far as the missions is exactly the same, but where the enemies are, how they interact, which ones are aggressive, which ones are civilians, and everything is entirely random in the game. Now, you're sometimes going to have to wait and maybe hesitate to make decisions. Sometimes people that you think are not going to get along with you are going to get along with you, and you really just have to take your time and really approach every situation very carefully. As you can see here, we have to figure out a bomb code that, fortunately enough, this guy was able to help tell us that it's 7463, but who knows? We might make a wrong turn like we did now, and we end up getting shot because we may be pushed too hard or we're a little too aggressive, and that's kind of how the games and interactions in this game are. You can't hope that every outcome is going to be completely identical. I can only imagine what playing this game in a co-op environment is, as I've had a ton of fun playing this game by myself, and it's, just been me. I've streamed the game a little bit and definitely had a lot of fun playing it, and I think one of the biggest regrets I have playing this game, and really holdbacks that I think that developers could add as additional content, is give me the ability to play this game with another person online. I definitely feel like that is something that I'm missing out, just because I don't have the option to really play online multiplayer by myself, so I'm kind of hindered and forced into the realm of gaming the way I am. I would love to have somebody to play this game with, but I don't. Now, I know a lot of you guys are curious about the achievements in this game. There are quite a bit of them, and a lot of them are going to require you to either have some really good skill base or really just play this game quite a bit. Shouting 1,000 times, handcuffing, breaking so many doors, X amount of things, but as well as getting an A minus minimum on every single mission in this game is going to be very, very challenging, as you have to really, struggle just to even get failing grades on some of these levels. So I definitely think that's going to be one of those things that's, a lot of people are going to probably really struggle with trying to do in the game, is really narrow out all those achievements and complete the game in all its entirety. Now, one of the things that I do love the most about this game is just the sheer amount of equipment and things that there are in the game. You're going to have things from bombs to breaching kits to explosives. As you can see here, I'm going to have a riot shield equipped that I can barge through a door if we can actually manage to defuse this bomb, because I already forgot the code. If you don't figure out the code, you can come in here and try to pop a wire and hope to not kill yourself. And really, it's a game of chance. So it looks like we didn't really succeed here. We blew up because we pulled the wrong color. And you have a lot of different outcomes that can really come to you in this game. And I think that's something that is really impressive and amazing. I love that everything you do in this game really matters, and you really have to take your time and think about all of your actions. But at the same time, you don't have time to really think. As you can see here, we're going to run in with a ballistic shield. We're going to only get a couple opportunities to really deal with guys and figure out how we want to do things. If you shoot somebody who's running away from you that hasn't pulled a gun on you, you're going to lose points. If you don't use force in the proper way, you're going to lose points. Everything you do will cause you to fail. And one thing that I really do enjoy about the game is that no matter how much you fail, you can be really good at one level and really bad at another. But as long as you kind of progress through at that level you're really good at, you're going to be able to unlock further things. Now, speaking of how you unlock things in this game, you're going to get additional equipment here, as you can see here in this equipment screen, based on how far you make it in the game, as well as open up additional equipment slots for you and your partner to use. You can customize everything you do when you play, as well as it has this awesome last use set, so you don't have to always remember what you used on the last mission. It'll allow you to bring that with you. Now, each one of the missions are very, very unique and different, and what I do like, it's a little hard to see here, is you actually need to earn X amount of points to unlock the next mission. So say if I didn't only earned 6,000 points and mission 2 required 6,000, I would unlock it. But between mission 1 and 2, I would need to get 14,000 points to unlock mission 3. So if there's a mission you really struggle at and aren't that good at, you can really take your time and work at that in the next mission. I think overall, though, this game is a ton of fun. It's probably one of my favorite, sleeper titles that I didn't really know was coming in a long time, and I think it's a ton of fun. Control-wise, it's pretty simple to really pick up and go at, and the game introduces stuff to you in a very slow and, nice manner, as well as there's a lot of levels and a lot of replayability with how the randomization is with where the enemies are and the character layouts are in the game. If I have to give this game any type of review, I'm honestly going to give this game a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm not giving it any more is I want online multiplayer. It's that simple. We're in a realm of online gaming for the most part. Give me online multiplayer, and that'll be the stuff that helps drive this game even higher. I really hope to see additional DLC, a lot more content in the game. I know you can do your own custom missions. You can kind of select your locations and set various parameters, but that's all fun in games. Honestly, I like the customization of how the single player just does it for me, and I can just pick which mission, and I don't control the parameters. But outside of that, though, the developers on this game did an amazing job. Mighty Morgan, you all did a fantastic creation with this game. I really love it. Outside of that, though, if you guys do enjoy this review, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the game, want to see more gameplay, let us know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I hope you have a great day.